This will be the first test with cardboard boxes. What I was just thinking is, like, I've got 3 trash cans full of trash that need to get out of here. So why not just actually use that as a test? So I just bungeed. I purposely left these running long. I figured that'd be a good place to put hooks. So try it out and see. It's just trash in there for now. And then coming home, we're going to bring home a package. So. All right, about 12:30 on the 3rd of April. First real test of the cargo rack system. Based on, I should look that up. I'll find the information for that cargo rack. Okay, just a quick note on this cargo rack system that I'm using. I bought this from campfirecycling.com. It's a website I just recently found. They've got the best selection of all of the stuff that I didn't know I needed. Yeah, anyway, they've got a good selection of cargo racks, pannier, bags, all kinds of stuff for bike camping. So, cool resource I wish I would have known about before I went on the last bike trip, but it's definitely something I will know about for now. So what I got was the Tubus Cargo Evo, and I bought the +2 size. This is rated at 80 pounds capacity. Very solidly built, looks incredibly strong, and it mounts really well to my bike. Seriously, carry it all. Yeah, and then the +2, made for 29-inch bikes or larger tires. And then I mounted this piece of wood to it. If you're mounting a cargo system to the bike, the whole thing has to be basically at the axle or behind, because your feet will hit it otherwise. On a regular bike, there isn't anything back there to mount it to. So what I did is I took some old plywood I had laying around and some metal bracketry, and I made these mounts that I can then bungee or cargo strap a box to. I'm using this for hauling the trash to the dump, and then when I pick up packages at the post office, this is how I get them home. It's working really well. To mount the wood to the Tubus rack, I just used some padded P-clamps, sometimes known as Adel clamps, and I just drilled holes where I needed them and ran some 1/4-inch bolts through with lock nuts, and we're good to go. Had to get a bigger size to clear the 29-inch wider wheels. Alright, this box is empty. What I did is I took 2 empty boxes to town. A trash bag nearly fits in there as long as it's not too full. So that worked out good. And then I threw the 1 box away and made room for the second box. And this is a 100 amp hour lithium battery. 23 pounds, 23.8 pounds. So a couple notes here. Riding, I didn't really even notice it was back there. That's awesome. It didn't feel weird. I was going a little slower because of all the bumps, but it was fine, no problem at all. And all the load is on one side. Most of the better bikes have lugs already in them, so there's already a threaded insert there that you can just tighten it into. First, we need to describe the 3 common trike designs. First, there's the adult trike. Looks like a regular bicycle, but with 2 rear wheels, sometimes a basket. The Blue Bike Electric Trike project was going in this direction. Second, the tadpole recumbent trike, where you lean way back with your feet out in front of you. There are 2 front steering wheels and 1 rear wheel that you pedal through a long chain drive. This is what I always wanted to have. I spent a lot of time trying to hack one together from a pile of old bike frames, with very little success. 3. The Delta Trike. This is a design I didn't put a lot of thought into until recently. I happened to see a video from Utah Trikes on YouTube showing these. One of the advantages I can see, if I do make a Delta, is steering will be much simpler. You only steer 1 wheel in front instead of 2. Your weight ends up shifted quite far back, so the rear wheels would have great traction. With the differential, you can pedal both rear wheels. Or, without a differential, it's best to only pedal 1 rear wheel, or it would make it very difficult to turn. For this video, what I want to test is how well a front hub motor will work, considering I'll be leaning quite far back. Most of my weight would be shifted to the rear wheels. Would the front wheel just spin, or would I have some traction? If I can power the front wheel, I already have several front electric hub motors,
and I have all the electrics to make those work. In previous builds, most of which were unsuccessful, I would need to put a lot of time into building something before I even know if I liked it. The Blue Bike electric trike was like that. I put a lot of effort into building that, and in the end only rode it into town once. And then it broke. I didn't fix it because I didn't really like the riding position, but the rest of it seemed okay. So now we are looking at the idea of building a Delta Trike. I'm going to use the trailer I built for the other bike projects because, well, it's already built. Much time has been saved here already. Looking at this a few days ago, I realized I could probably just attach the bike to the trailer and see how that worked. Okay, here we go.
We got our Blue Bike, which is a single speed aluminum frame, fairly lightweight bike. It's a 29-inch wheel frame. I've been running this with an electric 26-inch front wheel. Not ideal, but it works well enough. And with a single speed bike with an electric helping you, you don't need to shift as much, you just lean on the batteries a little bit. Okay. That's actually better than I thought already. Got suspension. I know the trailer's strong enough to hold me, so that's not a problem. Also, most of my weight's going to be way back here. That's kind of the point of this. I think that'll be good enough for the first try. So I took the grip off. Here's my throttle. So I just got to make this long enough to reach from the back. Right there. These battery mounts I 3D printed. It was kind of a temporary thing. They've been working really good. So I'll probably get around to making another set for the good bike. I don't need to go all crazy with that, but anyway. Just make sure my throttle still works. It'll just spin. Yep, that's fine. Okay, forward to glory.
spin. Also, I got to think about this. I don't have any brakes that I can reach, but I can grab the wheels that I tested before. So we're about to go down the hill. So let's get the camera moved. I didn't think it would work that well. Little victories. This is quite good. I could go backwards. This is awesome. Try sitting a little bit further forward just to help with the traction on the front. There, here we go. The only thing I'm really testing right now is how well the motor works up there, and it's actually working really well. The next thing I'm aware of is how does it feel when I go over weird bumps. So here's a bump. I'm sitting down so low it's fine. That is fine. Yeah, it's completely a different experience from what I was doing before. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's try the brakes. That's all you gotta do. This is so different from the bike electric trike. Last iteration. This is so different from blue bike electric trike. So the last iteration, it's just hard to get my head around. It's just at the point where you try something and it works, and it works so good you're like, I don't know about confused, but concerned because it works so well. I'm just not used to that kind of thing. Well, let's get way better traction now. Running a pretty low power level, I don't need to go fast. Yeah, I'm sitting here with my foot on the pedal.
whole body is forward of the rear axle. This is fine. And steering is remarkably good. I didn't plan on going more than 2 feet. How do you beat that? It just works. How do you beat that? And these tires are run flat, so they don't even roll very easy. It's working just fine. This is awesome.
I don't think I've ever had one work this well. This is a new experience. It didn't break. Oh, this is great. Right. I honestly don't know what to do with that. It's usually things break by now. But I have definitely done the testing that I wanted to do. The biggest test was sitting like that, would I have enough traction for the front wheel to pull me? And it barely spun at all. So I was pretty conservative, but it didn't break, for which I'm happy. Yeah. Because this could handle a heavy load easier than the cargo racks I put on the bike can handle a heavy load, but I don't want to destroy that bike. This I could hit a little harder. I'm just giddy. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. More to come. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got some useful ideas there. I've not been talking about this very much lately, but my main source of income has been these YouTube videos. The actual money I make from the ads is quite small. What actually keeps me going is a few people that are helping me out over on Patreon or YouTube members. Just a few bucks every month would sure make a huge difference. So if you get anything out of my content, there's a link down below, or I'll put it up on screen. You can help me out through Patreon, which is a monthly subscription. You can also do YouTube members, or you can just throw me a buck on PayPal once in a while. It all helps. Thank you very much. Bye for now.